have a word of advice for Dame. Get out of Portland. They ain't doing nothing for you. I don't care where you go. I don't care if you team up with 2 other superstars. Do you want to know why? Because your game is so prolific that I think you need to be introduced to a different playing style to reinvigorate your game.
Listen, I agree. Listen, I just think. Listen, we've been saying this for the last years. He needs to go. I understand the loyalty and everything, but listen, you have proven your loyalty for many years now. So when you want to put yourself first now, just put yourself first now. It's time for you. You ain't getting no younger. It's time for you to try to win a chip, man. Because with that chip on your resume, it's it's a good thing on your resume.
Oh,
And
for sure.
they haven't done anything for him, King. Portland has not done anything for Dame. Surround him with a talent like Dame. You see how many seasons he has carried them in the playoffs or wherever. A talent like that, and you don't choose to surround him with the right pieces. I don't. No, he needs to leave Portland, and Portland needs to have enough respect and let him go. Portland needs to ask him, where do you want to be traded to? Like straight up, like out of respect for all he's done for the organization.
He's their main attraction, though, man. He's the reason why the tickets are selling.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
So
Yeah. Also, listen, I say this. If Kyrie gets, this is basketball talk, right? So let's talk it, right? If Kyrie gets his full vaccinated, right? I don't know what's going on with James Harden. I don't know what he's in his feelings about. But if Kyrie gets that, my question for you is, what do you feel about this? Do you ship James Harden for Ben Simmons and probably Harris?
You want the truth, or do you want me to just kind of give you my analysis?
Give me both.
Ship Kyrie.
Whoo.
Ship Kyrie and some picks and go get Ben.
Ooh.
You want to know why?
Yes, I do.
I have no problem with Kyrie's decision. But James Harden, and I'm not sticking up for James Harden. You know me. I've been the guy that been banging on James Harden for a long time. Okay? I gave him his props last year because I didn't think he could do it. He did it. But last year and this year, you know what the biggest difference is?
Yeah.
There's a part-time player. James Harden feels like if I had to do this, like I don't think he's mad about the Kevin Durant injury. It's the fact that no, I'm just saying in general, like he doesn't like Brooklyn. Okay, it's cold, whatever. But okay, Katie gets injured, all right. But Kyrie's here part-time, so you want me to carry this team like I was doing in Houston. I didn't come here for that. I came here to lighten the load and build a unit. Kyrie, I respect your decision not to get the shot, but then you have to respect the decision of players not wanting to play with you and organizations wanting to get rid of you because they feel like they can't succeed because you're not lockstep with them in their goal. Do you know what I mean? And that's what it is. Kyrie's a part-time player. Come on now.
Listen. Okay. I think you make a very valid point. I think, yes, you're right. If you're gonna come down to it and you're gonna speak the truth and you're gonna understand the truth, you're right. And the thing is it's like, say like this, right? You're in the army, right? And you're fighting and you're shooting and then somebody takes time out. Right? You're supposed to be having my back shooting at the left, but you take time out. I was like, what? Right? You see what I'm saying? Like, so
Yeah.
Kyrie can only play away games. And then you got Kevin Durant injured now, and you got James Harden there. I understand how you would feel some type of way.
Yeah.
It's like, what am I supposed to do on the nights when we're playing at home? Like what? When we need him.
But that's what I'm saying. He's saying I had to carry a team in Houston. I come here, the first year everything's good. Now, yet again, it's not to put blame on Kyrie. It's not Kyrie's fault that they mandated everybody to be vaccinated in New York. It's not Kyrie's fault that they told him one thing and then did the next. But at the same time, if everybody else is sacrificing, and this is a team game, people need you to step up and do your part.
Yeah.
And that's that. Nobody's talking about your personal decisions. Ain't no if this he's treating it like a 9 to 5, right? Well, if you're treating it like a 9 to 5, Kyrie, don't be surprised when your employer decides to get rid of you because you're not doing your job.
Yeah.
Kyrie already said, just like Russ, and this is what I'm saying. Like when I say these things about these players, it's factual. I'm not making anything up. Just like Russ, when I wake up tomorrow, the sun still rises. If I ain't got no championship, I'm good. Kyrie, yo, there's bigger things in the world than basketball. These people are telling you who they are. So why be upset?
But hold on there. The whole listen, the Russ thing, I can understand. But what Kyrie says, I think everybody can attest to what Kyrie's saying. It is true. There is bigger things in the world than basketball. There's lots. There's your family. There's everything.
Da Vinci, I understand that fully, right? But
yeah.
You're playing a team sport. You wanted to bring this collective together. You want to win a championship. This is all things that he possibly had told Kevin Durant.
Mm-hmm.
And what has he done for Kevin Durant?
I mean, since Kevin Durant there, and the thing is still, see, that's the thing though. That's why, listen, King, I love Kyrie. And as much as I know it's unfair that he's only playing away games, I still, just to get to see him play away game, I enjoy it. But I also know it's very selfish to the rest of the team, to James Harden, to Kyrie, to the organization. Um, because like you're just saying, it's a team. You're gonna go in there. You're gonna try to win a chip, and you are the one. Was he the one to tell what's his name to come there?
I'm not too sure.
Was he the one that brought KD there? So, listen, KD, man, like he hasn't said nothing yet. Um, do you? So my question for you: do you think it's time for KD to speak up about the situation?
No. Even
Hmm.
though it is his team, they look at it like his team. You know, they say he followed Kyrie, but everybody's always talking about KD and the Nets. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's fair to say.
Okay.
He should speak up, but why does KD have to speak up when it's up to the freaking organization to take care of the mess that they create? You tell him that he can't play, then you bring him back. That's not KD's problem. Even though they sat and talked with him and Harden, it's still not KD's problem. It's still not Harden's problem. The team either needs to pay the fine, like people said they were going to do, which they haven't done yet, or Kyrie's got to get the jab. Or better yet, third option, send Kyrie back home and call it a wrap.
So when you look at it and you're speaking it about that, let's be real here. Who are we blaming here? The Brooklyn Nets organization.
Yeah.
Because they had the choice to say, no, you can't play. If you got to play full time or you don't play at all. Right? But okay, you bring him back just to play away games. I don't know how you think that's going to really benefit in the long run. Right? It's just like when Ben Simmons, they brought Ben Simmons to practice and me and you were sitting there saying, no, what's the point? Just let him go. It's just going to distract him. Look, they're doing good.
Yeah.
Right? Right?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I mean, I also got another one to throw out there. What do you think about also, listen, the Nets going for either John Collins?
That can work, but what can they afford to give up for John Collins? They ain't going to take Blake.
No, but
how many draft picks do they have to give up?
I don't know, man. But that's the type of player they need. They need somebody like a, or they can make a move for Miles Turner. Woo.
Here's the thing, though, right? They need a big who's mobile who can help on the defensive end.
Miles Turner.
The scoring, I wouldn't say that they need a huge help with that, but they do need defensive help, rim protection, and rebounding.
Hey, Miles Turner. Miles Turner, give you all of those things you just named, King. All of those and more.
I know, but what do they have to give up to get him?
I don't think you would.
You know what? Here's a trade I would propose. I know it's not going to happen. I'm playing NBA 2K22 right now. Okay, I'm gonna go to Houston. Not Houston. I'm gonna go to the Philly and say, go ahead and take James Harden Give me Tobias and Ben Simmons. Then I'm gonna go to the Hawks and say, listen, I'm gonna give you Kyrie and Tobias. Give me Collins, or not Collins. Give me Collins, or go to the Pacers and say, because the Pacers just traded LeVert, right?
Yeah.
Go to them and say, yo, Kyrie for Turner, straight up, and a draft pick. Then you get the best of both worlds. Now Ben Simmons can sit in the power forward position. He can still run point guard, but now you have him guarding from 4 up. Turner can guard the 5, right? Tobias can replace whatever you lost with Joe Harris and call it a wrap. But I'm playing 2K22, people. This isn't real. This is just fiction. I'm just putting something out there and wishing it to the stars, just so y'all know.
I mean, hey, if that works out, man, I think that works out good for all those teams you named.
I know the numbers have to match up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's why I say draft picks are certain little things, but it's possible if the Nets have any backbone. Because like Harden didn't sign his contract, so they can lose him next year. Kyrie has a contract he can opt out of. Those are 2 players that aren't there. Kevin Durant is going to be left holding the bag. I repeat, what's the date today? Today's Monday, February 7th, 2022. If these guys don't sign their contract in the offseason, Kevin Durant is going to be left holding the bag. Remember I said that.
And that's something, that would be a sin. You don't want a caliber of player like Kevin Durant to be left like that. You want to surround him, because that's a guy that can bring you a chip.
Yeah.
Easily, so.